What's up? Hey, welcome. Welcome to VSM Online. Boy, am I glad that you're here. I am so glad that you're here. And I just want to say thanks for tuning in tonight. If you have any prayer requests, we would love for you to DM us. If you're watching on Facebook, you're watching on YouTube, DM us, PM us if you'd rather do that than a PM, whatever you need to do. But we'd love to be praying for you. And if you're with us on Thursday night already, if you're here in the building, we're so glad that you're here there. Thanks for watching afterwards. I've got a great message for you, and I'm going to talk about evangelism. And this is a really fun thing to talk about because it's fun to see people come to the Lord. The verse I have to share with you is Proverbs 11:30. It says this: "The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he who wins souls is wise." He who wins souls is wise. So I want to talk about soul-winning evangelism. When you become passionate about something, you tell the whole world. You can't shut up about it. This is everybody that likes the Broncos. They're always telling me about Broncos players' names I could care less about. But they don't care that I don't care. They're pumped about it, and they're talking about it. This is the way I feel about punk rock music. I talk about it all the time. Most people don't care. And you know what? I don't care that they don't care because I care about it. I'm excited, and I talk about it all the time. I think when we become evangelists for something, when we become passionate about it, that's how that kind of thing bleeds out, and it does become contagious. When someone's passionate, that thing becomes very contagious. And when we become passionate for Jesus, it becomes contagious to other people. I want to talk about a story in the Bible where we see somebody that was passionate about Jesus and invited a friend to come meet Jesus. Jesus transforms lives, and it's wonderful. And John chapter 1, verses 43, this is John chapter 1, verse 43 through 50 is some of the verses I'm going to be reading tonight. But let me just read this to you real quick. 1:43 says this: "The next day Jesus decided to leave for Galilee. Finding Philip, he said to him, 'Follow me.' Philip, like Andrew and Peter, was from the town of Bethsaida. Philip found Nathanael and told him, 'We have found the one Moses wrote about in the law, and about whom the prophets also wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph.'" So he had an encounter. Philip had an encounter with Jesus, and it transformed him. And he went and told his friend, "You got to come meet this guy. You got to come meet this guy. It's amazing. This is the one we've been waiting for." And it was wonderful. Telling others about Jesus isn't always easy, and it invites criticism. I think most times, if not all times, it invites an amount of criticism into your life. Verse 146 says this: "Nazareth, how can anything good come from there?" Nathanael asked. "Come and see," said Philip. So Philip told his friend Nathanael about Jesus and did not get the response he was looking for. Like, "Yes, that's what I've been waiting for." He got a response that was kind of salty. Have you ever told somebody about Jesus and you got a less than enthusiastic response? If you haven't, you probably haven't shared Jesus enough, because I think a lot of times we get less than enthusiastic responses. But Philip said, "Come and see." He wasn't deterred by that. "Come and see." Don't lose heart. Jesus is a big boy and talks for himself. So let's be faithful to say, "Come and see." Jesus is not deterred by people being turned off or not wanting to come to church or not wanting to even talk about him. He's never deterred by that. He's waiting for people to say, "Come and see." And this is how Jesus' response is, okay? Verse 147. "When Jesus saw Nathanael approaching, he said of him, 'Here is a true Israelite in whom there is nothing false.' 'How do you know me?' Nathanael asked. Jesus answered, 'I saw you while you were still under the fig tree before Philip called you.' Then Nathanael declared, 'Rabbi, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel.' Jesus said, 'You believe because I told you and I saw you under the fig tree. You shall see greater things than that.'" So Jesus did this prophetic word. He had a word of knowledge, and he saw something. And we have no idea what the fig tree means. Nathanael was under a fig tree, I guess, but it meant everything to him. Jesus encountered him, and he told him something very specific to him. Sometimes I think we try to share Jesus, and we talk about our own experiences, and that's good because that can be enticing. But sometimes everybody needs to have their own experience with Jesus. We can't just have a formula of if you follow Jesus and you do this, then you'll be a Christian and you'll be happy. We need people to encounter Jesus on a personal level because Jesus loves people personally and he knows people personally. What he demonstrates there in John to Nathanael is that he knew him personally. And I think that's one of my favorite stories. It's really beautiful. So I propose this is us bringing people to Jesus isn't just souls being saved from hell, but it's also saving future apostles. You know, Nathaniel, who is also called Bartholomew in the other Gospels, was one of the 12 apostles or the 12 disciples. Isn't that incredible? That guy is probably responsible for thousands and thousands and thousands of people being saved and churches being planted all over Israel and that area in that time. I think it's incredible. So you bringing a friend to church could be more than just their salvation. It could be them getting saved and getting out of hell. But what happens if you brought someone to church and they were the next Billy Graham? And all they needed was to meet Jesus at church. What if you shared Jesus at school with somebody and they become the next big, huge healing evangelist, or they become a worship leader? That would be incredible. And I think we should think about people like that instead of thinking, are we just saving people from the pit of hell? Or maybe we're saving people and thousands more could be saved because of your influence on their life. So I hope this message has encouraged you. Next week, we're doing a big push for evangelism in VSM. I would love to see you there. If you're watching this, I would love to see you there. If you're a parent watching this, send your teenagers to us. If your kids have never been to VSM, send them to us. I'm going to preach the gospel. People are going to get saved, and it's going to be an incredible night. Thursday, May 20th, be there or be square. You could be square, but I would rather have you be there. Okay, love you guys. Have a great night.